My name is Thomas Pantier, and today I will be talking about prisons overcrowding, overpopulation. Overpopulation is a huge thing, huge problem in America today. There are criminals that are thrown in prisons for crimes that shouldn't even be punishable. According to the BOP.gov, says that 48.7% of inmates in prison are in for drug offenses, which this law is now changed to a misdemeanor, which is way smarter. Prison should not have people who carry drugs. It should be a place for rapists, murderers, and thieves. We define the topic of overpopulation as a place where there are too many bodies that can cause many different types of things. Overpopulation has a lot of negative effects and not many positive. The negatives are it costs more money, it can put human health to risk, and it can cause more deaths than they need. The positives are that there are none. There are none. There are no positives to overpopulation, except getting more criminals off the street and having people just not care about overpopulation. According to the HuffingtonPost.com, in the year 2012, Federalist prisons were 41% over the maximum capacity it can hold. 41% of prisons. This shows that there are definitely not enough room for the inmates to sleep, eat, and serve their time. According to the Huffington Post again, so far this year, 14 federal prison workers have been assaulted with weapons, and 45 prison workers were assaulted by unarmed inmates. According to these statistics, this shows that having overpopulation can release inmates into the area where workers are and can make working at a prison an unsafe work job. The point of prison is to treat, help, and let inmates learn their lessons on what they have done. By having limited funds and overpopulation, cannot let this stuff happen. According to the Huffington Post, the hazards of overpopulation could eventually ripple outside prison walls. Unless prison budgets grow, inmates will have less access to job training, education, and drug treatment programs, which could increase the likelihood that they'll commit crimes again after the release. The opposing team will add a comment about how non-violence offenders and how their actions affect everyone. These criminals perform the crime that are not violent, mainly talking about how their consequences didn't rehabilitate their mind, and talking about how putting drug dealers in jail will not solve the problem of drug dealers and jail. Overpopulation is also bad because some prisons feel like they should be letting more out, which could be a safety reason to the public. According to the NewYorkTimes.com, the state claims that releasing any more inmates could be a threat to public safety, as if the problem were too little prison space. In fact, California's problems is not excessive crime, but excessive punishment. Our argument is more valid because we have real reasons and real facts in why overpopulation is a horrible thing. There are no real reasons which says that overpopulation is a good thing, so we win.